Okay.
Hello, beautiful angel Zoe Jackson. How are you, sweet sister?
I'm so good. I am so unprepared, but I'm so good. I'm so excited to see you and talk to you. I'm
I
sorry
am.
for the crazy last minute everything.
I don't. You know what? With you, I just know to expect the unknown.
It's like I don't understand time anymore. I'm trying. It just gets away from me.
It does, and that may be something we could talk about because I'm telling you, Zoe, I've become, I don't know if it's lazy. I don't know if but everything's last minute. And a Virgo, I told you, I feel like I'm going from the Virgo to the rising,
What is your ascendant?
Pisces.
You're the Pisces
Pisces.
ascendant. Okay. Okay. There you
Yeah. So, I no longer, hey, Allie, I no longer, what is that called? Um, when somebody uses pronouns, I no longer
associate.
associate, I guess, or with Virgo. Like, um, yeah, yeah,
It's cool to let yourself evolve and expand beyond what your label is. And the sun sign's really like what your identity is. So if you're expanding beyond like your original identity into what you're trying to become, that's like choice. That's like exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm like looking at your new background. It's so beautiful. This is the new house.
yeah.
We're both in new houses. This is a new house channel. This is a new house conduit. I'm a new homeowner. This is just a new.
I'm the opposite. I'm a new renter person. I've never
Oh,
rented before.
how does it feel?
I love it. I feel no attachment. If anything breaks, like I feel like, oh,
Yes.
no problem.
And I'm the opposite because I'm like, wait, I have to take care of all this? Who's gonna take care? When my toilet breaks, I have to fix it? That's like a lot of responsibility. I'm thinking about it, I was like, people literally are buying coffins. Like I'm trying to buy like this is where I'm gonna die. you know? And then maybe that's why it's called a mortgage, because
Oh,
it's like, here, this is the end of your life. I don't understand it. My mom helped me so much in the home buying process. I was like not even part of it. I was just like, where do I give the money? Because I don't know what any of this means. It was like sorcery. It was like spell work. I was like legal, when they start talking legal jargon, it's like, what are you talking? This isn't even like, who do I give the money to get my keys? I don't understand who all these people are, like loan officers and the real estate things. And then it's like,
it is, and there's so much
it's
added
bullshit.
calls for bullshit, like, just ridiculous costs that are involved in all of that.
I think my guides wanted me to see this experience for what it is, because it was like, you have, even if you were just like a really wealthy person, maybe like somebody who has been, oh, did you freeze or did I freeze? Uh-oh. Well, maybe you guys can still hear me.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go. Yeah.
okay. Like they're like, don't talk about homeowning. Don't even go there. It's just such a cash cow, man. It's so obvious. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so obvious from like the outside looking in. You're like, this is what? Like this is so stupid. It should just be like, here's the money for the house. Like, what is all of this other stuff that I have to do? That's what I love about renting. But people get upset because they're like, you're just throwing away your money, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
like this whole thing is thrown away. I'm not attached to any of this thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
The whole thing is thrown away. I'm renting all of it. You
Yes.
think you own anything? Honestly,
No.
you're renting this
Exactly.
body. You're renting the elements that made this body. You have to give that back to the earth when you're done, right? You're renting your air. That's not even yours. You're renting your consciousness from source. So what do you mean like throwing your money away? You should throw it away because it'll come right back, honestly, if you
Yeah.
were total psychopath like Jesus Christ. He's just like ballsy. When I read it, when he tells people in the Bible, he's like, just sell all your stuff and follow me. You want to be free? Sell everything you got and follow me. You know how many people would be like, no, I don't want to be free. I guess I don't want to be free then.
Right. No, like, and that's where I'm going with this, right? It's like, uh I am following my highest happiness and joy, and I feel like the universe is supporting me in that every step of the way. So, I'm trying to get there. That's where I'm trying to go, is to really feel like I can give all my money away and know that I'm going to be taken care of no matter what.
Oh yeah, that kind of faith is like, it seems so amazing. Even just kind of getting rid of the tendency to worry. I remember having this conversation with my guides, like, what do you mean I don't have to worry? I was like, if I'm not worried, then what am I doing? What am I doing if I'm not worrying about anything? What is my supposed to, like, occupies my whole day? Like worrying about something or worrying about something else or worrying about this. And like, if I just trust that everything is going to be fine, then that like frees up a lot of my time.
It does. I'm telling you, it absolutely, absolutely does. That's exactly where I am. And you know what? So we are so conditioned that I am getting better. When I have nothing to do, I get really worried and really anxious. Like, I have nothing to do. I have nothing. What am I going to do tomorrow? I don't have anything. What am I going to do?
It's
Like,
so silly.
and it's like, how fucked up is that?
Really?
That we are meant to be free and we don't know how to be free.
And that's what I give like kudos to the conditioners, because I'm like, you guys are good. This is really good. This is like, I'm aware of it and it still works on me. I'm like hyper aware of conditioning programming. I feel like you always, if you're on earth, you're running some program. I just want to pick my program. I want to program myself. I think that's the whole point of being here. You have to like have some sort of an identity, have some sort of preference to something, so then you can lose it, right? So then you can realize like that it's just for the experience sake. So it's
exactly
like, right. So I can evolve and stretch and grow and expand and be many different things at once. But being a worker slave does not resonate with me as one of the things that I want to be. And I feel that so powerfully. Like, I was working with one cosmetologist. I think she did like eyelashes. And she was like, my coworker, when he's not booked, when he has nobody on his books, he goes on vacation. And she was like, that's like the way I want to be. That would be so amazing, right? If I could relax because I have nothing booked. But she's like, when I don't have anything booked, I freak out. And then I'm like, how do I get people on the books? And she's like stressing and advertising and putting more things on IG and thinking about like how to up her game and all this stuff and go, 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 go. Right. And then she's like, but this guy over here, he makes the same amount of money as me. And then like when he has nothing on his books, he's like, I'm going to Miami. I'll be back whenever somebody makes an appointment. And like, just trust that he can spend his money, he can go on vacation, he'll be fine, he'll be supported when he gets back. And it always shows up for him because he knows that, right? And like, just feeling that kind of like, it doesn't even feel allowed to feel that comfortable in your existence, right? Yeah. Like in this body, it's like, I don't deserve that kind of like ease. That's a lot of ease. Who am I to deserve? I have to suffer for something. That still, ticks around in my head. Like, hard work equals the payment received. And I'm learning, not really.
Yeah. And to be honest, I wonder sometimes if it's something that comes from my ancestral line, because when I came into this world, I came in like doing, like I was reading books nonstop as a baby, like small child. Like, I wanted an encyclopedia for my birthday. So, like,
you're not the first Starseed that said that to me. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. You guys love just like sucking it all up.
Yes. Yeah. So I came already like do. Like, I never really was, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's almost like
calm, just like,
Yeah.
what is that even like? I don't even, that's what I explained to my guys. Like, I don't even have an example of like what that would look like. And if I did like try to indulge in it, it feels very indulgent. It feels very like,
And very guilty. Like
yeah,
there's a guilty essence or presence there. There's like a guilt, like, no, get your ass up, do something.
you have to do something. The money's running out, the food's running out. It's like, no. I was Christmas shopping yesterday, and I heard my guides say to me, they were like, you better not look at one price. Like, don't even look at them. Just buy what you want. Just buy what you want. Get the kids what they want. Buy whatever you want, and trust that, like, really accept how your reality works. Because that really like puts in the matrix, like, I get this. I get how you work. I get that you exist. I acknowledge that there's this infinite intelligence around me that's communicating with me and listening to me, right? So it's like, I don't know. It just takes practice, man, I guess.
It does. And the more I do it, the more I am comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm. It's really cringy at first.
Yes.
Anybody who's in that new process of trying to figure out how to really like empower their lives through themselves. First of all, it feels like too much responsibility at first. It feels like because we're so stepped out of who we are, we have like no sense of self. When you first kind of awaken, it's just by the strength and might of your soul's vibration that you woke up through this, right? And then you don't have I have no idea who I am. Like, I've been doing this people's stuff forever. I've been like paying taxes that I didn't understand, and voting for a political system that I didn't understand, and working for a job that I didn't understand, and being with a family that I didn't understand. I'm just doing it because people told me to, right? Yeah. And you have this like, wait, this shit's not real moment, and everything crumbles, right? And then you're like, oh, the power's in your hand. All the new age people will tell you, like, you just envision the life. Right? It's like, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck I want. I don't even know who I am. I don't even know who I am to know what I want, right? So it's like you just can't jump from awake to like manifesting your reality. It takes a lot of grunt work. You've seen that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a process. It's a process.
Is it ever done? I don't know if it's ever done.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I really don't. I'm gonna go find out. I'm on the process of finding out.
I know you look so radiant. You look really. Are you like still in the watery realm of Neptune? You were having a lot of visions the last time we spoke. You were having like visions of things. Your like clairvoyance seems like it was like.
Oh, no, I can't say that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, nothing comes to mind. What about you? What's going on with you and your guides lately, and all the people that you're reading for?
Oh God. Of course, something's going on in our sacred masculine realm. Something's going on with the men specifically. They're getting like massively, like very quickly purged and very quickly upgraded and ascended. And if they're not, a lot of them are transitioning.
Wow.
People losing their fathers, like too much to be coincidental to know that like the father archetype is also transitioning, like with them. It's ascending, right? And we don't look at it like death is something to be upset about, It's like, no, he's literally liberated and now he can ascend. And like the same thing is happening with the archetype of our father. And I think this comes with the God father thing, that like the God is your father, and thinking of it in this like male way where we're expanding to be able to accept goddess as like a entity and like the entity, and even exploring what that looks like. It's uncomfortable to say. A lot of people like accept the concept, but to say she when they're talking about God or God is very uncomfortable for them. They're like, it doesn't feel right? So it's another thing of like doing the muscle work of deprogramming yourself, right? And seeing the reality for what it is. If you so that's been happening. There's a lot of nervous system upgrades, a lot of very physical upgrades with this cellular matrix. The literal structure of the body, it seems, with these upgrades are changing, like less carbon based, nobody, like less able to digest processed food or to be around maybe negative frequencies like the 5G is giving a lot of people like hives and the itching and the weird skin things are happening. And a lot of that is the sensitivity is increasing with your vibration to the low frequency on this planet. But it's also just like changing the cellular matrix like that is weird and it's hard. And it's hard on the body and it feels really weird. So there's a lot of these things that are starting to go through now that I'm working with mostly, and a lot of crazy.
More.
A lot of crazy. It's like the psyche, our collective psyche, is snapping, and then like a lot of prophecies of cross-culturally have said, like, as we transition into this like more awake ascended state, those who are not waking up are going to lose their shit. Like if you are just feet in the dirt, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to expand. I want to stay small-minded. Like that they're losing their minds. Like we're like literally moving through a part of the galaxy that forces consciousness to expand. So if you're resisting that, you're going to snap. Like you're literally going to snap yourself. So I think we're starting to see that happen a lot with people around us, people just like really out of the ordinary, out of their selves, out of their minds, angry, kind of not releasing. When we go through these ascending stages, we go through purges, and some people just aren't, they start manifesting physically, and then once it's in the body, it's really hard to remove. But I think I wrote you an email I wrote you an email back today about maybe we could talk about the Reiki, because that's been the main focus with my guides for the past, like, since before fall equinox, or like over half a year. It's just been about why Reiki is an accepted field of healing on this planet, and because it's like, if you can't believe it, you can't receive it, almost, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you will still receive the benefits, but you'll always find a reason why it was something else. That, like, I did. Most of the muggles that end up in front of me who want Reiki are because they're really desperate and they tried everything and nothing's working and they're suffering. And that's what gets them like into alternative medicine. And then they feel the results and then they'll believe it, right? Then they're like, okay. And some of them like want to explore more and go further. But some people will just like dismiss it, like, oh, I just got better, or maybe the medicine worked or whatever. We just let them do whatever they do. But I think where we're at now, our guides are really excited about, because our mass is expanding. Our mass consciousness is expanding. So people are in these places where they're able to receive energetic healing in a different way. And it's just all about, like, the word that we use so much, the vibration. The vibration of starseeds is massive. That's why you guys affect the matrix. I don't know why I say you guys. I identify out of the group. Our vibration is different. This is why we have these strange experiences, why we can't really connect with human collectives, like we don't really fall for conditioning programs. They always bother us, they always bug us. We always search for truth where other people just accept it. It's your vibration, and this unified vibration operates differently. So when a starseed receives a Reiki attunement, the vibration is completely different. It's like it's like a bomb. It's like creating little light bombs. From you guys are already. I did it again. We are already subconsciously healing, right? You just filtering, transmuting everywhere you go. All these empaths just sucking in dense dark energies, and then lifting the collective field without even an active awareness. So now starseeds are coming to an active awareness of their mission, and they're getting plugged out of the 3D matrix, so they're not working anymore. Some are being forcibly ejected out of their job.
Yeah.
No, you are not going back. You have to like follow your freaking path. Like stay focused because they get so like, I don't know, they get flummoxed.
It's the fear. It's the fear of not having money, the
Right.
fear of that horrible energy.
Right. And when you're like just be patient and wait and have faith and follow your heart and be heart centered, that's really so much of it. If you're following like money, I have to make money, I have to make, that's your logical mind making a calculation based on a past experience. That's it. It's like a memory of what you did keeps forcing the same pattern.
Yes,
like,
the past. The
right.
past is forcing you
Right.
to believe that it's real. And
right. And then that can only be, that's it. It can only work like that. There's no other way that I can eat and provide for my kids but that way.
Yes.
Right? Like, really? In this multiverse, you think that's it? Like the thing you hated?
Yeah. And it's another program. It's like you said, we have so many programs. That's one of them. That's a big one.
Right. So I think our guys are kind of like, some of you guys have big missions. You've fallen for the rigmarole a little too deep, so we're just gonna get you fired. Or we're gonna make you get in a really bad car accident, or we're gonna make you fall off a building. I've seen these are all examples of things that have happened to people who are just like la 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 la, I don't want to wake up. And then they get into a state of stillness, right? And then they start exploring their inner self, and then they start, oh my God, I think these things are talking to me. And then it's like, okay, so like we had to like kind of be rude to you to get you to do it, to get you to do what you said you were going to do.
Well, the tower moment, right? What they call the tower moment.
Yes,
so that's part of the problem, is that because we don't want to face leaving that job because of money or that fear, then what the guides have for you is the tower moment. And trust me, it sucks. The tower moment sucks. You don't want the tower moment. You don't want it.
No, and even if you're like scared and shaking, just trust that this is true. I mean, you can write me angry emails and we will pace you through it like a baby. I'll hold your hand and pull you through the withdrawal from the matrix. It's literally withdrawal. It's literally like going through opiate.
It is.
Right. And it's until you see the light, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Right. So then it's like, oh, okay, it really is the things that I say to this thing, my sound, that is relaying back to me what I'm experiencing. Like you can start to like trust your sound. You can trust your soul, that you have a soul. Even explore the fact that you have one, that you are one, right? Like that you have lived many times. I think the whole one life thing has just messed Western civilization up so bad. Because like we still can't get over the fact that we've lived more than one time. Like that's all we want to talk about. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I had another life. What did I do? And it's like, okay, but like what can you start piecing it together? Can you make it cohesive to maybe give you some clues to what you're doing now? Like, can we make that applicable? Not just like sightseeing, right? Like I feel like you should be looking for like, what is the pattern that my soul keeps experiencing, or like where is the trauma that I can like get to a place and heal that part, but that so it's not affecting me now, right? Not just like collecting stories about what you did. I don't know. It's sometimes I feel like it's very frivolous with things now, but the whole tapping into the Akash, it's like sightseeing. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then, people get really hung up about some stuff that they see. Sometimes it does more damage than it does good.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Because
have you ever seen that happen?
Sometimes I feel like people get obsessed with knowing what's going on in their past lives. And it's like, well, we do need to heal this life first. And it would happen in the regressions. People wouldn't go into past lives, and I would be like, okay, just any memory from this life, any memory, sad memory from this life. And then the memories would come, we would clear the memories in this life, and all of a sudden they can see a past life.
Okay, see, that's it. That's the thing. You have to do work. Your soul came here to experience itself and its magic. It did not come here to punch numbers It did not come here to serve food at McDonald's. It did
Yeah.
not come here to work at Target. It's
Yeah.
like it didn't come here to get confused and obese and like cancerous, right? Like you really turn your littlest way that we live is turning our avatars into these like craggy, like I don't know, nasty, bulbous things. And these are like really 22, I don't know how many different genetics from the multiverse make the human avatar now. This is a divine thing that we have access to. You came here to have like a spiritual experience of yourself through the limitations of the finite human body, which is really an amazing metaphor for figuring yourself out. But you didn't like all the distractions at this point. I just like I can't even sugarcoat it anymore. I just don't care. I don't care.
And that's so funny you said that, because in the last show with Marie, at the end, I got on my rant and I was like, we have got to stop giving our power away. Like I lost it. I was like, I am just so tired.
That's the energy I've been getting too.
It's just like, guys, come on, stop giving your power away. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to put it, how many examples I can give you. I don't, it's like, yeah, that's I'm there. That's where I'm at.
That's the same energy I've been getting. That's the same energy I've been getting from my guides. Well, the guides that have like the closest emotional landscape to me. I feel like maybe like the other guys are just like always just always just like I can't even make them laugh. I love making people laugh. It's just like just constant flat. But oh gosh, we called the Pleiadian in because I was talking about Pleiadian. So the Pleiadians have been getting a little bit angry.
Yes.
Frustrated.
Frustrated. Yeah, that's the word, frustrated.
Right. What do we need to do to prove it? Like, what do we need to show you to make you live differently, to stop suffering? You don't have to.
Yeah.
Take that leap of faith, right? Because anything should be better than this. I feel like a lot, they're like, what if we're telling you that some of these environmental pressures came from us? Just
exactly.
hypothetically speaking, what if the Pleiadians made the coronavirus?
Yep.
Right?
I thought about this.
As a genetic marker, they're like, it was like, don't be all judgy about it and who you think we are, right? What if we made the coronavirus as a genetic marker? And then we made the vaccines to see who doesn't get it yet, right? And we made, if you're still falling for that and you're going to that route, you don't win. You're not getting it. Like you don't proceed past go. You don't collect $300. Like what if that was the case? Then would you get it? Like would that be okay? Would it be acceptable for you to start having a spiritual experience then? I was like crying my eyes out because I was like, it just felt so like almost desperate. The energy from them felt very desperate, of like people are going to start losing their mind, people are going to start dying, people are going to start having a really terrible experience in this beautiful matrix, and they don't have to. So like how do we get them in gear? How do we take as many friends with us,
Yeah, and I don't know if, I mean, the nice way so far, I feel like hasn't necessarily worked, right? So that's why it's like I'm the frustration level that I have. It's I tried to hold it back because I feel like tough love sometimes is not the best medicine.
No,
but we that we are at the end point. We are at this point where it's like no more, and we are at the end of the road. And I see it because I was spending so much time looking at what was happening in front of me with Trump and the RV and the this and the that, and I started seeing the hamster wheel all over again. I noticed that they would say this week, and then they would say this since March. Next week, oh, it's coming next week. Oh no, it's coming next week. And what I noticed is I was giving my power away. I was giving my power away. I am and so I had to learn that lesson and to understand it and to see it myself, how I was giving my power away by paying attention to that 3D soap opera.
Right.
That has nothing to do with our awakening process. If we don't fix our awakening process, that's going to keep happening.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. And it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. And it's supposed to make you uncomfortable enough to say, I don't want to do that anymore. That's the whole thing. You're supposed to feel like you love yourself enough to not put yourself through that lifestyle anymore, but not endure it. You're not supposed to keep enduring it and keep drinking and taking drugs and like developing cancer and diabetes. You're not supposed to like accept it. You're supposed to say like, I don't have to be angry about it, but I'm just not playing. I'm not going to play.
Exactly.
I'm going to do this over here. I'm going to go meditate in this cave. I'll be back.
Yes, absolutely. And that's where I'm at. That's once I moved here, I was like, I'm going to go play pickleball. I'm going to go do yoga. I'm going to do meditation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And whatever's happening out there, I'm not giving it my power anymore. My power is going to be to the things that make me happy, to the things that I know, number one, will help me, because if I help me, I'm helping humanity. I'm helping my simulation.
There's no separation. All separation is an illusion. Anything that separates and says this is this and that is an illusion. It's like a way for our minds to understand things. It's literally the ignorance. They call it avidya in yoga. It's the ignorance veil that stops source from realizing that it's itself. You know what I mean? So different layers of this avidya, so source can have this experience. Because if it was all source, couldn't have the experience, right? So it's like these different codings on us that make you an Elisa and me a Zoe and that a Charlie and that an Arcturian and that, like, you know what I mean? So it's like I can experience myself in all of these different lenses and angles. And then realizing, oh, I'm everything, right? That's that enlightenment. That's the realization. That's why it's called like self-realization. You already knew. I just had a whole mind explosion about forgetting and forgiving, because I was like, oh, because if you are forgiving, if you're a forgiving person, then you are for giving. You're for like giving. And if you're for giving, like if you're for taking, then you're forgetting.
Oh, wow.
It's in the language.
That's so powerful.
It is. If you're forgiving, I hear you. Your pants are gone. Yeah, so that's where we're at. We're desperate people. Oh, the thing is, say hi, Char Char.
Hi, Charlie.
Christmas too.
She's in Christmas. Oh, you are. He's looking at your decorations.
Oh,
I'm doing Christmas too.
It's Christmas here too. Yes.
Oh my God, I think this is the first time you're on Elisa's channel.
Yes.
You're popping in more and more.
I love this energy.
It's a natural heart opener. So just take the heart attunement right now, because he just exudes the heart activation.
I turned back.
You turn back?
Yes.
Can you go get your tabby? Can you go get it? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to get it. Do you recognize her from the ship? Oh. He doesn't like to talk about those things.
No,
like when I press him for information about maybe the things he's seeing, because sometimes he'll just stop talking and like look. And sometimes I'll hear him talking to things. And if I ask him, if I like press too much, he gets really like tight-lipped. It's all this galactic sauce. It's all this galactic energy. Can you go get Tabby? Okay.
Mom,
Tabby's
dead, Mom.
It's not dead. It's on a charger. Oh gosh, sorry. I'm so sorry. We might have to do this later. Because it turns into the Charlie Show sometimes. especially when he's in fellow Pleiadian energies. He'll always.
Oh,
So I guess
Mommy,
no, you have to go. You have to go get Tabby for me, please.
wait, more battery left.
Charlie, do we have to stop the interview?
Yes, there is.
He's like, yes.
Yes, there is.
Okay, okay.
Charlie, are you a Pleiadian?
Yeah. Hey,
That's
over
a
there.
first.
I'm here.
I heard that little yes.
I'm
Yeah.
here. Look at me. I'm over here.
I see you. I see you.
I'm here, down there, behind you.
Oh my God, he's behind you.
Ooh, what?
Me down your eye.
What?
You're in her eyes. Yeah, she sees you, babe.
Hey, I hear you.
I see you.
Down there.
Oh my God. So yesterday my dad's hanging the TV. He's mounting the TV with power tools. And he lets Charlie use a power drill and lost track of him. This is a quote. And like Charlie got his hair caught in the drill. It caught one in the fan and ripped it out from the root. From the root. And I almost this is like a lesson in being non-reactive. I almost lost it. Like when I saw him splashing water on Charlie's head, I was like, and he was like, Zoe, you're making it worse. Like he was like, you're making it worse than it is. You're scaring him. I was like, I'm scaring him. There's like a bald patch in my kid's head. Like, what are you talking about? And you're splashing water on it. Like that's great.
The magic water.
Oh, that's a very masculine solution. I guess just like you're fine. Like as you just got like a big chunk of your hair snatched out. Charlie was like in shock. He was like, I don't know what just happened to me. I need to go lay down. But I was like playing out the tape. I was like, okay, so this is a really good lesson. Is this a holographic simulation? Is this real? And I'm really upset about what happened to my kid, or like, is this actually an experience? Is this something that their soul's already worked out that, that was going to happen? Maybe he needs to figure out that grandpa's a little dangerous. Like, hanging out with grandpa, anything can go down. Like, maybe that was the experience they wanted to have. So I just like went there. I was trying to do like expand. Think of everything from the highest possible dimension, and because I literally saw like myself like lunge at my father. Like I was like, scratch your eyes out. What did you do? Who gives a 3-year-old a power tool? Anyway, like those fun things start happening as you start getting further into your lessons of non-attachment, of like, okay, let's see how like deep we can really go. How much do you really get it? It's not like a threat or anything like that, I was so thankful that it wasn't like his eye or his ear or like, it was just a patch of hair. And thank God it's over his ear. We can hide it. So I immediately gave him Reiki. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. We're doing the Reiki attunements with the Starseeds. We're reattuning people. A lot of people have been drawn to Reiki. They start practicing. They get a little disheartened because it's not very popular among people yet. But we're coming into this phase of our yogic cycles where people are realizing that they are energy. They're realizing that they have energetic bodies and they want to heal them and they want to learn how to use them, right? So we're coming into this phase where Reiki is going to skyrocket. All sorts of energetic healing, psychic surgery, anything like that is going to skyrocket. And in tuning a starseed, who's already a powerful light bomb, to becoming the hollow bamboo, the Reiju of Reiki, it's unbelievable. But we are using the Reiki and also an ascended aspect. It's not the very 3D, like, heal your chakra, heal this chakra, heal that chakra. Oh, he's showing you his heart. Can you see? No. Oh, there it is. Look, she has to see in the camera. It's a pyrite heart.
Oh, wow.
That's Charlie's heart. So you have to be a little bit more quiet.
Beautiful.
No. Is this your light language?
Tell him he can talk to me about his ship, about the ship.
Oh, do you want to talk to Elisa about your ship? What about your light ship?
Tell me about your ship.
Where's your ship in the sky?
Up there.
It's up there.
Yes.
What color is it?
Brown.
Brown.
Is it up there now?
Yeah.
Ooh, and why is it up there?
Up there in the spot in the sky. Up when
Okay.
a bird, a kind of bird, it can fly.
So it looks like a bird. Is that what it's doing? Is it converting into a bird?
Yes.
Wow. And what kind of bird is it?
He just lost.
Mom, look at you.
I see me.
You bird. What's your color?
Oh my gosh, this baby. He's never gonna leave. Sometimes he walks in and out. But so this is another thing that's really good for the Starseed mamas to learn to get the attunements to work with these kids that are coming in, these high frequency kids. They respond so much to the energy. Like he asks me for Reiki. Every time he gets like a boo-boo, he'll ask me to like put the symbols on him and he'll tell me which symbol he wants and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's a testament to what's coming. But I think so why we're pushing for attuning and turning these Starseed missions into light bombs is because we're plunging into, did I lose you?
I'm here. Something's up with my Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's okay. No worries. I think it's because we're plunging into this level of ascension that is full of a lot of chaos, right? Before it gets better, it gets a little bit worse as it gets like squeezed out, right? So we're like all the psyches that are under all this stress, all these people are filling their heads with the social medias and the CNN and the info dementia. They're all going to be like really suffering and not receiving any help from Western developments in psychology. So why healers need to be learning their practice and mastering their practice now is because we're going to really need you soon. Right? So it's like, like start getting ready now. Learning the Reiki through the lens of the Arcturians and through the consciousness of Dr. Usui is like, I don't know. It's like, it's so different. It's like opening portals and setting up protective fences and almost using the Reiki like acupuncture and how to connect with different dimensions and star systems. So it's just really exciting to see how, like, I've been doing this since 2007 and I thought I knew Reiki inside out, but like, I don't even know. Like, as I'm like, receiving the download, I'm like, my mind is blown as much as everybody else, I think. I don't know. It's just exciting. It's really exciting.
Wow. So you're saying that it is through Reiki that we will be able to help the new stars, the awakening starseeds.
The awakening starseeds and also the human collective, because they also are going to be realizing they have an aura, they have chakras, they have to deal with them, they have to deal with their problems and their emotions. And, so it's like everybody is going through this planetary ascension. I know I don't really receive the information about like, is it separate happening on separate planets? How some people have that have received that information that like some people are going to one planet and some people are going not. Like some people go to the winning planet and some people
I don't subscribe to that.
I never resonated with it. I was trying to be super diplomatic. I was trying to be super neutral. It's like I've never received that information.
No.
I don't think that there's ships coming out of the sky to take us to a different planet and leave your friends that aren't waking up here. I don't think that.
No.
Never. And I'm like getting a big like laugh like from my guides. Like, does that even feel right?
But again, okay, let's think about this and what we know about ascension and what we know that we are all one. If we are all one, does that make sense? Does that make sense? If we are all one, if
Right.
we're here to help others and they take the others away, who are we going to help?
Right. I know some people are literally distraught, Elisa, literally distraught, thinking they have to leave their family behind.
Yeah, no. And again, they're giving away their power.
Yeah.
It's maybe I'm just so logical that maybe that's what helps me see things logically.
Mhm.
Right? Like when people say, oh, this person named Pleiadian named Cobra says this, and I'm like, okay, let's sit down. A Pleiadian named Cobra. Okay. Do you think any Pleiadian would call himself Cobra? Okay. So let's just apply common sense. Okay. We came here to learn our power. We came here to help others awaken, ascend. If they go away, who are we going to help?
Exactly. It's not like you get to go to a resort and just like hang out with your friends. And I'm like, that's what this existence is. Even in other dimensions and higher dimensions, there's still soul work to be doing. They're still mastering their abilities. They're still mastering their intellect and their connection and abilities to use subtle energies. That's how they developed. That's how they became advanced, because they're constantly mastering it. Right. So we haven't even started. We're still on the fence about whether or not we have a soul. We're still like, I don't know. I think I might just have happened. Oh my God, the Big Bang thing. It's like, you have to have more faith to believe in the Big Bang theory than I do in like God. Just to think that freaking massive coincidence happened at the right time and like, boom, there was consciousness. I don't know.
Yeah, well, with all the sessions that I did, that really helped me understand what things that happen, how they happen, how we were created, how there are creators, many creators that created different multiverses, that there's creators in charge of planets, there's creators in charge of the water in each planet. There are so many creators there. So that's kind of when I started learning that it's we are everything, and we want to experience everything, and we want to know, well, what is it like to be the creator of human beings, or of beings that are like humans, or it's just about the experience of something.
Right. You have to remember that even the soul has a soul. And I think that's why, and my background and what I practice and believe in is always the Ek Onkar. Like, there is one creator, where they go to the primal energy force that started this whole thing, the thing that will always exist, right? The thing that will never not be. It, like, born of itself. It just is. And then from that, other gods came and goddesses came, and then angels and everything, and the different beings and the different types of beings and the animals and the plants. All of it came from one original source, and that's the powerful mantra of Ek Onkar. Like, there's one creator. I think that's where a lot of people should try to begin before they get into the different gods and goddesses and the devas and the different, just like, who am I? Who's the thing that what makes me move and breathe and talk? Like, what is that power? Because that's the infinite power of your soul, right? You start from that place. Like, who is the thing that's having this experience? Come out of it, I don't know. I just got lost in my own hypnotic loop. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Well, and I've told you this before, right? When I did the mushroom, what it ultimately is, I am projecting you in my reality. I am projecting everything within my purview of everything I see here, or anything that exists in the simulation is created by me.
Yes.
Therefore, it is me. All of it is me. It doesn't matter what it is, or how, even reptilians, they're me. I created them in my reality, right?
Exactly. So if something's misbehaving in your reality, then fix it in yourself, and you'll fix it in your
Exactly.
reality, right?
Because you
If
are
there's
the
a
protector.
reptilian attacking you every night, then fix that reptilian that's attacking yourself in your mind. Fix the negative self-talk. Fix, like, it will, because it's a projected, because it's a mental projection, it will stop
It
what's
is.
happening to you,
It is.
right? I'm not minimizing anything that happens to anybody, because I know a lot of times people go through very, 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 very traumatic situations,
Mhm.
and it's impossible for them to fathom that that's something they created. And
It is.
me
It
even
is.
saying that,
It
I,
is.
people seethe and they reel and they like cringe from that possibility.
Yeah.
I'm a victim of sexual abuse. I'm a victim of child abuse. I've been a victim of many, many terrible things. I've been a victim of rape. I've been a victim of all those things, and all those things my soul wanted to experience. My soul wanted to experience all the misery of this planet, right? All the misery, all the drug addiction, all the alcoholism, all the abuse of this planet, so that I could transcend it, right? And it's like, until I figured that out, I couldn't transcend it if it was everybody else's fault. Well, I'm doing drugs because my dad abused me, right? Like, or I'm like, you can't ever become empowered if somebody's doing something to you. And you have to realize that it's like, oh shit, it's me. And then you can have a direct and more realistic experience of you and your creator.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time. Big time. And I don't know, Neptune. Let's see. Was saying, did you have an itching or something that you were trying to figure out?
Me? Oh yeah. I was
What
having
was that?
itching. Oh my God. It was like high.
If you figured out what the itching, he's saying, if you figured out what the itching was all about earlier this year.
The nervous system upgrade that was happening. It was like my central nervous system after I had COVID went crazy. And I was having like these bouts of itching that starting in my legs. And then it started moving all over my body to the point where like it was miserable. I had to like start taking allergy medicine. Then I was like, I was doing all of these clearings and healings and clearings and healings. And I kept asking my guys, and they're like, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. Like,
Oh,
you just have to wait it out. It's an upgrade. And I was like, it's fucking miserable. And they're like, it's a physical upgrade. Like, you just have to wait it out. So I'm still itching. I'm still itching. I'm still like, I usually take like one of those Zyrtec allergy things like once every 3 days. And then like in 3 days, the itching starts to come back. And I was like, this is okay. I keep asking like, when will it be over? And I'm getting a very long away date. Very far away date. So I've been doing things like, I've been doing a lot of yoga practices that strengthen the nervous system, and a lot of things have been coming through about that, about teaching people that, about upgrading your nervous system on your own, which has helped me immensely. That helped a lot. Like getting my nervous system up to par with the upgrade that was coming in for it, so it could like work with the energy instead of the energy kind of fritzing it out and like making me have crazy highs. That helped me like tremendously. Acupuncture helped too. I'm wondering if he's asking because he's also experiencing it.
Very possible. And, when we talk about these experiences that we're going through, I'm sure that it helps a lot of people because they're going through these different types of things. I thought that the problem with my knee was also related to something with that.
Right. I thought it was nanobots. I was like, the COVID gave me.
I know, that's what I was thinking when you
I was like, they put those tiny little robots in me and they're running all over my body. And I was like, wait.
Don't create a reality you don't want.
Right. I was like, wait, no. I must have really asked for this upgrade because I've tried to be like, well, can I not have it? Is there any way can I like opt out? Can we work around it? And I think it's just, I think it's where we're going. We're going into a crazy place. We're going into a place where like multi-dimensional contact is normal, and everybody will be astral projecting, and everybody will be remote viewing, and everybody will have insane meditative practices, and of course we'll brag about that, and like what dimension we can get to, and like, you know, the silly stuff humans do. But we're also advancing in a place where like our technology is going to start to become very different. Like I think some beings are giving the downloads now about the consciousness like based technology, right? That's coming through in this planet, of people who are learning to make the tech work with your thoughts, with like your thought field, with the electromagnetism of your thoughts. So it's like technologically assisted telepathy, you know, or something like that, where like you could think about calling someone and then like the phone will like make the connection in your head, or something like this, you know. Or I've seen where people have used that remote viewing when they're only able to project their consciousness onto the item they're looking for, and then like the technology will do the rest and kind of build the environment around the item that was found, so that you can get like a detailed map of where it is. So there's like these things coming in that we're like at this point in our timeline where things can go really south, or they can go like really, really well for us, like really benefic for us and advance, and maybe like an ascended version of Atlantis could be. You know, that's a timeline that a lot of Atlantean timelines are coming up, and that's one that's becoming viable with the light quotient in the energy field, and that would be really cool. But I don't know. It takes a lot. It takes you guys just waking up, quit your jobs, leave your husbands, sit in a cave, and meditate, and make your light as bright as possible. Damn it, please, because I really want this earth to be so much cooler. It can get so cool if we just like all stop doing the stuff we hate.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, if we all did that, we would all be healing the collective so much more faster than screaming at people to awaken, or trying to tell them, oh, look, Biden is not Biden, or whatever. You know, like what I'm saying? Like,
oh my gosh, I know. My mom sent me an Instagram that was like, maybe planet Earth is an energy farm, and I was like, oh God, it's gotten to my mom now. Like, she was like, why did she send me this? I was like, maybe, I don't know, what do you think? She was like, it's possible, anything's possible. I think in the video the lady was like, maybe negative beings feed off of our negatively charged energy fields, and I was like, oh, please don't go down that route. Please don't go down the like, because my mom can get a little crazy about like germophobia. So for her to think that like something's feeding off of her consciousness, like we don't even need that. We don't even need that entering her psyche. Oh goodness gracious. What is this is the thing that people can do right now that would like help lift their vibration so much. They could try to block their left nostril every morning and only breathe through their right nostril for 3 minutes. So easy. Just right nostril breathing 3 minutes a day as soon as you wake up.
okay.
I'm just trying to think of like the easiest, most efficient thing. Like, and you can try it right now. It's really relaxing. It just kind of, what did I say? Block the right nostril? You said the right.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, block the right one. Make sure it's the right, because we want to activate more right brain energy in our field. Oh, that's a new thing that we did. We made the activation of the Patanjali transmission of the Yoga Sutras. Yeah. I was channeling with Patanjali. I was holding his energy and reading the Yoga Sutras, and there's light language, and that activation is really good for accepting. It's just like 44 minutes of the Yoga Sutra. So when you listen to it in a meditative state, it kind of forces your brain to like deal with these short little simple phrases, right? And accepting them creates the neuron pathways that allows your brain to start working bihemispherically, which is really cool for ascension and, you know, realization and all that good stuff. So that's a new thing I forgot to mention.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I know you have your time. It's 4:01 and you usually have something going on.
He literally fell asleep. He's just laying here sleeping. I don't know what happened. He got like really, really buzzy. You started talking about ships and he's like, I'm out of here. I can't.
That was awesome.
He's never ever talked that long to me about those things. Like usually I'll like catch like maybe one response and then he's over it. You got a lot out of him. We have to try that again.
Yeah.
She's good. You guys need sessions with her. Are you still doing sessions?
No.
No. Okay, don't get the sessions.
No.
Sessions with Lisa. You don't need sessions with her. Okay, sis. I do have to run to a meeting. But
all right. Well, love you, girl. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see
you.
Merry Christmas. Are you going to do anything for 2023 as far as any events or anything like that, or?
Ooh, well, we're going to do the spring equinox retreat, but other than that, nothing planned. Nothing big planned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful Christmas.